Okay, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the apples. The first apple I did, I put it in 16 ounces of water. I cut it very thinly and I placed a quarter of a teaspoon of salt in it. And I left them there for about a minute or so. Then I took them out and I placed them on the wire rack, as I call it, in order for them to be sun dried. I put it outside at 6 a.m. in the morning. I picked them up in the afternoon once they had been cooled off. So they turned dark brown. In a scientific world is oxidation. In a baker's world, which I am a baker by profession for 8 years, that is caramelization. It's a word that's tough for me to say, but there, I got it. Yes! But anyways, my point is that the fructose is extracted with the sun and it spreads all over the apple, and therefore, since fructose is sugar, it will caramelize. Therefore, that's why it has that color. Each fruit will be different depending on how much sugar it has in it, its fructose content. My apples are tart apple, they're Granny Smith. So yes, today I tasted one. Wow, it is half a point more sour than what it was when I started it. At 15 hours, which was 3 days, it was perfect, but it was still bendable. And I wanted to see if I can turn it crispy with the solar dehydration. That's why I left it for an extra day. So today it's its final picking. My second apple, since I went and I purchased lemon juice, I added lemon juice to the 16 ounces of water. And I let one apple sit there for 15 minutes and the other one for an hour. Therefore, to see the difference. And yes, there is a remarkable difference between them. One is dark brown, the other one is medium brown, and the other one is light brown. You will notice the color changes because that's what the picture that I took is what I'm going to place as the front cover of this video. That's what that is. If I remember correctly, the one on the left is the one I left for 15 minutes in lemon juice. The one in the middle, definitely that is the one I used the salt water, and the one on the right is the one that I left soaking for 1 hour. So there is a big difference between dehydrating in electrical versus sun dehydration. Sun dehydration takes longer, but it keeps all its natural juices and it keeps all its contents of goodness and nutrition that we need. Remember that when we cook something, we kill some of its nutrients in order for us to get the flavors and get it down to where we like it. So I find that this is me personally, my thinking, my expression. Sun dehydration is the way to go because you retain more of its nutritional value. And sun dehydration can be kept once is inside of a glass jar and it's sealed hermetically. I think that's the proper word in English. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where no air can get in or out. And or the food saver bags and kept in a dark place where no sunlight hits it and it's cool for a year without losing its nutritional value. But again, this depends on the natural state of the fruit. If the fruit that you picked was not ripe, it's going to taste the same or somewhat less. It's going to be more bland if you rehydrate it later on. It's not going to have the same flavor. If you picked it when it was ripe, you dehydrated it with the sun, it may taste a little bit more sweeter when it's dehydrated, but it may taste a little bit more bland when you rehydrate. But you can also do different things with it because once it's dehydrated, some of these things you can actually use your blender or for food shopper and turn them into flowers or cut them into tidbits and actually use them in order to make desserts or soups or add them to your favorite dishes. Imagination goes beyond the walls, because I'm a baker and wow, I got a lot of ideas on my head. But as I was saying, the picture that I'm going to use to present this video shows you the different stages of the apples, which I will be preserving today in the food saver bags, and tomorrow will be the second day of my pineapples. Today my pineapples only got 3 hours of sun.